Oh, hey, Zoe. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. Our plants look really unhealthy though, so I was just giving them some Gatorade. I know it makes me feel really good after I work out.
Are you serious? That's actually so unhealthy for plants. You're gonna make them wilt. You should probably just give them plain water instead.
Why?
Well, it has something to do with what scientists call osmosis, which is a different way of saying the way that water tends to move. Before I tell you why plants prefer water over Gatorade, I need to show you how plants interact with their surroundings. Plants, and all other living things, are made up of little compartments called cells. Each of these compartments is filled with lots of water and a little bit of other stuff like salt and sugar. The compartments of the plant are covered with lots of tiny little openings or passageways to the outside world. Little bits of salt, water, and sugar are floating around on the inside and the outside of these cells. These little bits are constantly moving around really fast all the time, bouncing off of each other and the walls of the compartments. If they hit a wall where there's an opening, the bits will pass through to the other side. However, only the bits of water are small enough to pass through. The salt and sugar are much too big and they have to stay on the side that they start on. But water is free to move into the cell or out of the cell anytime it hits one of the openings. Let's suppose we water a plant with plain old water, with no sugar or salt in it. In this case, there is more salt and sugar on the inside of the plant's root cell than the outside, so there is less room for water there. So there are more bits of water on the outside and fewer bits of water on the inside. In this situation, the number of water bits hitting the outside of the cell is greater than the number hitting the inside, so more water is moving into the root cell than out of it. As water moves into the cell at a greater rate than it is leaving, a balance or equilibrium begins to occur, where eventually water is moving in and out of the cell at the same rate. This makes plants thrive, since they need a lot of water in their cells to survive. Imagine watering a plant with Gatorade. In this case, there is no longer a great difference between the amounts of salt, sugar, and water inside and out of the cell. The amount of water moving into and out of the root cells is approximately the same, so the cells do not gradually fill up and swell with water. The plant will look wilted after a short time. A plant's ability to thrive when its roots are surrounded by plain old water tells the story of osmosis. The tendency of water to move from where there is a high concentration or a lot of it to where there is a low concentration or less of it.